Let us learn the topic lines and angles. Let us solve one example based on a linear pair of angles. In this given figure, AOC is a straight line and we want to find the value of 2x. We know if we add 60 plus 2x, 3x, these two angles which is equivalent to 180 because they are in a linear pair. So 60 plus 3x is 180. So the 60 I will shift from left to the right. So 3x is 120. So divide by 3 will get x as a 40. But here we want to find 2x. So therefore 2x is 2 into 40 which is equivalent to 80 or 80 degree we can say. Solve one more example based on straight angle. In this figure, AOP is a straight line and we want to find the value of x. So we know the measure of straight angle is 180. If we add 2x plus 4x plus 3x which is equals to 180 because the angle is a straight angle. POA is a straight line. So this becomes 9x. 9x is 180. So x is 180 upon 9. So value of x we got here is as a 20. Let's learn a types of lines. If we try to draw two lines, the two lines either may be parallel or they may intersecting. If two lines intersect, we will get a two pair of vertically opposite angles. In this figure, one line is intersecting the other line and we got four angles, that is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. And here we are getting two pair of vertically opposite angles, that is angle 1 is vertically opposite to 3 and angle 2 is vertically opposite to 4. And we know that vertically opposite angles are equal and that we have already proved. So angle 1 equals to 3 and angle 2 equals to 4. Now we will see the parallel line. Another types of two lines, that is parallel line. AB is parallel to PR. We can say two lines are parallel if they lie in the same plane. They must lie in the same plane. Here AB and PR lying in the same plane. And they are non-intersecting lines. They must never intersect each other. They just like a railway track. AB is parallel to PR. Now let us see what is transversal line. Transversal line, it may be line or a line segment which intersect two or more straight lines at a distinct point is called a transversal line. In this figure, line L and line M both are straight lines and they are intersected by a transversal PR at two different points, that is point P and point R. It may be also segment. In the second figure, can you see? PR is a transversal segment. It intersects these two straight lines in a distinct point. That is, distinct points are point P and point R. So let's see, when two parallel lines cut by transversal, we are getting 8 angles. In this figure, two parallel lines are drawn, cut by another transversal, and we are getting 4 different angles here. Now let us see, if two parallel lines are cut by a transversal, we are getting 8 angles. Now today's class we are going to learn about pair of corresponding angle, pair of alternate interior angles and alternate interior angles on the same side of a transversal. Now in this figure, can you see line L is parallel to M, it is given, cut by another line, we call it as a transversal. Then we are getting here 8 angles, but we must know how to identify pair of corresponding angles. Suppose I have drawn two circles here. Can you see here now? If I try to lift this circle and paste on these, if I try to lift the second circle and try to paste on this, then angle 1 will exactly fix on 5, angle 8 will exactly fix on 2, angle 6 will exactly fix on 4, and angle 7 will exactly fix on 3. So it implies if it exactly fixed means it will be equal. So here angle 1 is equals to 5, angle 2 equals to 8, angle 4 is equals to 6, angle 3 is equals to angle 7. So we are getting 4 pair. There is another method also we can use to remember a corresponding angle. Can you see on the left side, above the line 1 is there, first line, above the first line 1 is there, right side, left side. On the left side of this transversal, above the line 1 is there, and on the second line, above the line 5 is there. So 1 and 5 is equal. Then below the line 2 is there, in the second line below 8 is there. So 2 is equals to 8. Now right side above the line 4 is there, and above the line 6 is there. So 4 is equals to 6. Below the line, right side of the transversal, below the line 3 is there, below the line 7 is there. So angle 3 is equals to angle 7. So we are getting here 4 pair of corresponding angle. And we have seen when we are proving with the help of circle, means we are lifting the circle and placing on the first, we can see that angle 1 exactly fixed on angle 5. So both angle 1 and 5 are equal. It implies that corresponding angles are always equal. It is an axiom. It is universally accepted. So we call it as an axiom. Now let us see pair of alternate interior angles. Pair of alternate interior angle. Here this interior word, the word interior stress on only the angle which are between or which are in two parallel line, which are between or inside the two parallel line. In this figure, angle 2, 3, 6 and 5. Only 4 angles are interior. Means we have to see the pair of alternate interior angles. 2 is alternate to 6. Can you see, or we can say 6 is alternate to 2. 5 is alternate to 3. Or a 3 is alternate to 5, we can say. So here we are getting 2 pair of alternate interior angles. Remember always that they are also equal in measure. Alternate interior angles are equal, or we can say congruent. If angle 2 is 60 degree, angle 6 is also 60 degree. If angle 5 is 120, T will be also 120. So this is also an axiom. We have already seen corresponding angles, pair of corresponding angle, pair of alternate interior angles formed on a two parallel line. Now let us see pair of interior angle on a same side of a transversal. Here, can you see a line L is parallel to line M cut by a transversal tree. And we are getting 4 interior angle, 1, 2, 3 and 4. In this also each pair of interior angle. This axiom also speaks about interior angle. So we have to stress on only interior angle. Now interior angle on a same side. Same side here 1 and 2 is one pair, 4 and 3 is another pair. It shows that interior angle on a same side of a transversal are always supplementary. This is a transversal T. On the left side 1 and 2 is there, and on the right side angle 4 and 3 is there. If we try to add angle 4 and 3, we will always get as sum equals to 180. In other words, we can call it as a supplementary. So angle 3 plus angle 4 will get 180. Similarly, in the same way, if we try to add angle 1 and 2, again we will get 180. So this is also axiom. This is also an axiom. Learn a types of lines. If we try to draw two lines, the two lines either may be parallel or they may be intersecting. If two lines intersect, we'll get a two pair of vertically opposite angles. In this figure, one line is intersecting the other line and we got four angles, that is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3 and angle 4. And here we are getting two pair of vertically opposite angles, that is angle 1 is vertically opposite to 3 and angle 2 is vertically opposite to 4. And we know that vertically opposite angles are equal and that we have already proved. So angle 1 equals to 3 and angle 2 equals to 4. Now we'll see the parallel lines. Another types of two lines, that is parallel line. AB is parallel to PR. We can say two lines are parallel if they lie in the same plane. They must lie in the same plane. Here AB and PR lying in the same plane. And they are non-intersecting lines. They must never intersect each other. They just like a railway track. AB is parallel to PR. In the following figure, AB is parallel to CD. CD is parallel to EF. If AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF, then definitely all three lines are parallel to each other. So here in this figure, can you see Y is vertically opposite to P? If Y and angle Y is equals to angle P will get, because they are the vertically opposite angles. And if we try to see P and Z are the interior angles between the parallel line CD and EF. They are the interior angles, P and Z. And they are on the same side, right side of the transversal. If we try to add P plus Z, we will get a 180. And if we again, if AB is parallel to CD, then X and Y are on the same side of the transversal and they are also interior. So if we try to add X plus Y, again we will get as a 180, because we know that interior angles on the same side of a transversal are always supplementary. Now what is given in this problem? Y is to Z is equals to 3 is to 7. That means Y is getting 3 part and 7 is getting 7 part. Z is getting 7 part and we want to find the value of X. So how we will conclude here? We know that Y plus Y is equals to P, because they are vertically opposite angles. And if we try to add P plus Z, we will get 180. We will get 180. So P plus Z is 180. Now let's see. Y is to Z is equals to 3 is to 7. So Y is getting 3 parts out of 10. 3 and 7 if we try to add, total parts are 10. So 3 part Y is getting out of 10. So 3 upon 10 multiplied by 180, because totally both of them getting 180. So after simplifying we got Y is 54. Similarly for a Z is also getting 7 parts. Out of the total parts, 3 plus 7 is 10. So 7 out of 10. So 7 out of 10 multiplied by 180. So Z is getting 126 degree. Z is getting 126 degree and Y is getting 54 degree. Y is which is equals to P. So we want to find the value of X. We know if we add X plus Y, again they are interior angle on the same side of transversal. So X plus Y is 180. In place of Y I will put now 54 degree. So X is equals to 180 minus 54, which is equivalent to 126 degree. So here we conclude that X is equals to 126 degree. Now let us solve one more problem. In this figure, it is given that line L is parallel to line M and we want to find the value of x. One angle is 3x plus 10 is given and another angle 2x plus 5 is given. Both angles are on the same side of a transversal. They are on the left side of the transversal. They are lying interior. So I can call them as, or we can call it as an interior angle on the same side of transversal. And we know interior angle on the same side of a transversal are supplementary. Means if we add 3x plus 10 and 2x plus 5, which is equivalent to 180. So what we did here, we have added 3x plus 10 plus 2x plus 5, which is equal to 180. So 3x and 2x will be 5x. 10 plus 5, 15. So 5x is 180 minus 15. So we conclude 5x is 165. And at the last we conclude that x we got as a 33 degrees. So value of x here is 33.